Welcome to Salt Springs. This is a unique place in Pennsylvania as far as I know. This park has a long history of being supported by the people who live in this county. This place was the Wheaton Farm going way back into the 1800s. Over time we formed a nonprofit corporation called the Friends of Salt Springs Incorporated. And we eventually, with a lot of negotiation, developed a contract with the state.
We have a lot of beautiful amenities here, very unique things. One is the creek that we're standing in right now, Fall Brook, a glacial creek which runs down from the mountains and has 3 beautiful waterfalls which are a great place to cool off on a hot summer day like today. Another unique feature here is the hemlock grove, the old-growth hemlock grove at Salt Springs Park, which contains some 300-year-old hemlock trees that were not logged during the great logging boom of the 19th century. These giants tower over the park above this gorge here, and we have a boardwalk which goes through them, which enables almost any visitor to enjoy them at their convenience. Another beautiful feature here is the Salt Spring, which is originally what the park was named for, obviously. It was used by the Native Americans as a source of salt, also by the early settlers in the area. One of the features we have for guests here are campsites. We have a dozen campsites which are nestled along Silver Creek. They're beautifully rustic. We also have bathhouses to go with that. We don't have any amenities, no hookups, but it's a great place to go tent camping. In Salt Springs Park, there are about 15 miles of hiking trails, all different terrains and levels of difficulty. One of them goes up the creek that we're standing in right now, the Fall Brook. Others wind through the fields, the overgrown fields that used to be used for farming, and through the hemlock grove at the top of the hill. Some are very steep and some are much more suitable for casual hiking. The Friends of Salt Springs Park has 4 part-time employees, one of whom is our educational coordinator. We run a series of programs, an average of 1 every 2 weeks throughout the year. We do various things like look at the stars, talk about the various animals and plants that we have in the park.
The Friends of Salt Springs Park operate a park as big as Central Park in Manhattan with 4 part-time employees. We're able to do that because of the support of the community. Individuals, businesses, other nonprofits have all come together to make this place operate free and open to the public. We need more help, though. There's a lot to do here. We have, it's a constant struggle to keep the buildings up, the trails maintained, the lawns mowed, the campgrounds, pleasant places for families to sit. So help is always appreciated.
Salt Springs Park seems to attract visitors from all over the area, both northeast Pennsylvania, southern New York State, and also all over the state of Pennsylvania. People really appreciate the unique, quiet, low-key atmosphere we have in the park here. Not too many activities. There's no swimming pool, for example. There are no softball fields, no tennis courts. It's a great place to just come and enjoy nature as it is. Salt Springs Park is really easy to get to. We're north on Route 81. If you get off at exit 223, for Montrose, just follow the signs into Montrose and turn right on Route 29 north. We're about 5 miles north of the town of Montrose. You can also find more information at visitpaparks.com.
That's going to wrap up this week's show from Columbia County right here on Briar Creek Lake with my man John Ost right there. Great fishing out here today, and make sure you check out their website about the Master Angler Program. That's a great thing. Coming up, the tournament in August. I want to thank our sponsors, including the Columbia Montour Visitors Bureau, Joe's Equipment and Supply, and Roadhouse Camper and RV. We're going to drop another line, see if we can catch some more fish, and we'll see you next week in the great outdoors.
This has been another locally produced show by Fox 56, CW38, MyTV, and MeTV, the leading producer of local programming.